Now, for women who are actually suffering from lack of sexual desire, instead of feeling bad and negative about it or feeling like something's wrong with you, like drop those thoughts because it's not helpful. And I would actually invite you to use that as a way to be more curious about yourself. Maybe you're someone who has a responsive desire. That means you actually get turned on by certain thing, by certain scenario, by a certain word. And for a guy who happened to be partner with someone like you, it's even more exciting because it will be a place where you can, be trying different things, be in a place of doing some exciting things, new things, and spark novelty inside the relationship. Hello, beautiful people. Welcome back to Gladys on Love. For those who don't know me, my name is Gladys. I live here in the Philippines and I have spent several years understanding relationship psychology, and I'm deeply passionate about diving deep into the realm of sexuality. Now, in my previous video, I talk about low sex drive in men. And this video, I want to focus more on why there are women who have low sex drive, low libido, and why there are times that they just don't want to have sex. So, if you're a man who are experiencing fluctuate in the sexual desire of your woman, maybe this video would be helpful for you. And if you're a woman and wanting to understand why you have lack desire of having sex or there are times that you just don't feel like it, then I think this video will be helpful for you as well. If you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, feel free to click that subscribe button, hit the notification so you will be notified for my future video. All right, jumping in to our topic today. Again, there's a lot of reason why a woman would have a low sex drive. And I experienced that. And I got confused sometimes because I have these moments where I just feel so horny. But there's also times when I just don't feel like it. And it doesn't have to do with my partner. It's just that I don't feel it at that moment. And when I observe the pattern, I realize that it's just something, it's our hormone as a woman. Now, when I'm about to have my period, that's when, let's say, 5 days before my period, that's when I just feel so active. I feel most of the time horny. And I think it's good to be able to realize and notice that and be able to communicate it with your partner so you can maximize and utilize that time to really be connected and intimate with each other. Because again, there are other times that we just don't feel like it, but at least those are the moments where I feel like I want that. Now, common reason as well why some women have low sex drive, it happens especially after giving birth. And there's, a scientific explanation for that where after going through so much pain and like sort of a traumatic event in after birth, we just our our vaginas are have gone through a lot of those traumatic event and it felt so much pain and contraction inside that whenever there's something that would go inside us, would penetrate us, we will get tense and we will get afraid and we will get scared. And that causes us to drop the sex drive. And some women, they would still go and do it, have sex with their partner, even though deep inside them, it actually feels painful and hurtful because they are having those emotion, psychological emotion from the trauma after giving birth. And they haven't really fully discussed that with their partner and fully heal the trauma. Like maybe the wound already healed, but the psychological trauma of it is still there lingering. So you always like, whenever you sense that your partner is wanting to have sex with you, the woman have the tendency to actually try to avoid it, or maybe still doing it, but in a forceful way. And if you notice that with your female partner, try to be curious and understanding and ask question. And for you as a woman, if I have for my female viewer here, if you are having those feelings, try to get in touch with yourself and ask yourself what's really going on, because there's definitely a much more underlying reason for that. Now, another common reason will be not enough arousal. Men, it's so easy for them to get aroused. They're very like spontaneous when it comes to, and again, not all the time, but there is definitely a much higher number of men who have this spontaneous desire and they just want to be intimate and to have sex. But there's a lot of women, it doesn't happen for them like that. They are more in the responsive desire, which means you need to do something in order for them to actually get into that arousal stage. Maybe a light touch, a kiss, a foreplay, those kind of things. And it varies from woman to woman. There are women who get aroused pretty easily. There's women who you have to take a long time to be able to do that. And I know that it can be maybe tiring for other guys out there to have to go through all those steps. And then you would just say that, oh, there's a sexual mismatch here. And that's like my other common reason why there's low desire for women. And it also happens for men. Like you would say that, oh, there's a sexual mismatch. I am this vigorous and like ready to go every time, anywhere. And the woman is like, I can't. It's not me. I can't do that. Like, and it's sad because for some women, they feel like something's wrong with them. Like, why is it? Why I am not turned on right away? Why don't I get wet? Why don't I get excited? Like, I love this guy. I'm interested with this person. And for those women who's experiencing that, that's totally normal. Okay. I definitely have my moments where I don't get turned on right away. Like I would want some variety. I would want something different done to me. There are some words that you can use that would definitely turn me on, and you have to know about that. I didn't know it before, but as I've noticed it over time, I realized like, oh, there are certain words that really turns me on. There are certain setting or scenario that really turns me on. And if that is not there, it just doesn't hook me. Now, for women who are actually suffering from lack of sexual desire, instead of feeling bad and negative about it or feeling like something's wrong with you, like drop those thoughts because it's not helpful. And I would actually invite you to use that as a way to be more curious about yourself. Maybe you're someone who has a responsive desire. That means you actually get turned on by certain thing, by certain scenario, by a certain word. And for a guy who happened to be partner with someone like you, it's even more exciting because it will be a place where you can be trying different things, be in a place of doing some exciting things, new things, and spark novelty inside the relationship. So I hope that this video has been helpful for all of you. If you have comments or questions, feel free to drop it down in the comment section below. So again, communication is the key to have a beautiful and amazing relationship, juicy and sexy desire, pleasure with your partner. Thank you, everyone, and have a beautiful day.